Laws of reflection of light. Well, consider a light source like bulb which produces light in all directions. Let's consider that a light travels from this bulb and it hits a smooth surface. Now what is light ray? Light ray is the straight path along which light travels. Secondly, the ray of light coming from the source and hitting the plane surface is called incident ray. The point where the incident ray hits the surface is called point of incidence. Here, I draw a perpendicular line to the surface. This perpendicular line is called normal. We can see that incident ray forms angle with normal. The angle between the incident ray and the normal is called angle of incidence. It is denoted by I. Let this angle of incidence is 35 degrees. As we learned in the previous lecture that light after hitting this plane surface will be reflected. But here is important question. What will be the direction of reflected ray? I mean, in which direction the reflected ray will move? Either in this direction or in this direction. Well, to answer this question, we look at the first law of reflection of light. It states that the angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. It means that the angle of incidence is 35 degrees from the normal. The angle of reflection will also be 35 degrees from the normal. Thus, I place D on it and I measure 35 degrees from the normal. So, the light will be reflected at this direction or at 35 degree angle from the normal. Now, what is reflected ray and angle of reflection? Well, the incident ray coming back after hitting the surface is called reflected ray. Secondly, the angle formed between the normal and reflected ray is called angle of reflection. It is denoted by small r. Thus, according to first law of reflection, the incident angle I is always equal to the reflected angle r. For example, here the incident angle I is equal to 35 degrees and the reflected angle r is also equal to 35 degrees. Hence, angle I is always equal to angle r. Here, let me highlight one common mistake of the students. The angle of incidence and the angle of reflection are always measured from the normal, not from the surface. Therefore, the first law of reflection states that angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. Now what about the second law of reflection of light? Again, consider a light source like bulb and it produces light in all directions. Let incident ray of light is coming from this source and it hits the smooth surface. I draw normal line at point of incidence. Let the incident angle is 30 degrees. I draw r is equal to 30 degrees from the normal and draw a reflected ray. Now let me ask you, where is the incident ray, the normal and the reflected ray lie? I mean, where are they present? Either in X plane, in Y plane or in Z plane? Well, to answer this, we look at the second law of reflection of light. It states that the incident ray, the normal and the reflected ray at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane or one plane. For example, the incident ray, the normal and the reflected ray intersect at one point and this point is called point of incidence. Now, according to geometry, if this point of incidence is in the x-plane, then all incident ray, normal and reflected ray are also present in the x-plane. If this point of incidence is in the y-plane, then all incident ray, normal and reflected ray are also present in the y-plane. To simplify second law of reflection, I always say that it shows the orientation of incident ray, normal and reflected ray. For example, in this case, the incident ray, normal and reflected ray all lie in this one plane or in the same plane. While in this case, the incident ray, normal and the reflected ray all lie in this one plane or in this same plane. Thus remember that second law of reflection of light states that incident ray, the normal and the reflected ray all lie in the same plane. I hope that you have learned all about the laws of reflection.